Hmm. I don't know why this thing is looking like this. Um, okay. I think it's still that important. All right. So let's go to the first one. All right. So this is the first one. It says among the two supplementary angles, the measure of the larger angle is 36 degrees more than the measure of the smaller one. It now says find the measure. Okay, so how did you go about this one?
I did x plus bracket x plus 36 equals to 180.
Equals to 180. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, so that was how you were able to find x, and then you now found the two angles, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. Then the second one, it says my mother is 12 years more than twice my age. After 8 years, my mother's age will be 20 years less than three times my age. Wow. It now says find my age and my mother's age. So how did you? Now, of course, there are two setups here. Let's deal with the first one. So it says my mother is 12 years more than twice my age. So let's pretend that my age is X. So what's the equation for that?
X and bracket 2x plus 12.
I didn't get you. Come again.
I said my age will be x and my mother's age will be 2x plus 12.
Okay. 2x plus 12. Excellent. Okay. So that's the first one. All right. After 8 years, mhm, my mother's age will be 20 years less than three times my age. So what would you do to get that next setup?
I said my age will be x plus 8 and mother's age will be 2x plus 12 plus 8.
2x plus 12 plus 8. Okay.
That's 2x plus 20.
Uh, okay. But did you take into consideration the one that it says my mother's age will be 20 years less than three times my age?
Yeah, that was the only equation was 2x plus 20 equals to 3 and bracket x, 8, x plus 8 and bracket minus 20.
Okay, okay, okay. So you were able to find both ages, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. The third one, in an isosceles triangle, the base angles are equal and the vertex angle is 80 degrees. It now says find the measure of the base angle. So what did you do in this case?
Uh, I said x plus 80 equals to 180.
Okay, all right. So you now solve that equation, right? X plus 80 equals 180.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the base angle will technically be 50. Okay. Okay, so that's fine. Um, interesting to see you are you're getting more comfortable with interpreting those questions. Okay. All right. So that's good. That was 16. So all right. So I think let's just finish this one and then I wanted us to actually go to what the thought. the next equation. Okay, so let's look at number 17. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, so number 17 says Adman's father is 49 years old. Um, he is 5 years older than 4 times Adman's age. It now says, what is Adman's age? So they told us that the father is 49 years old. So let's use a letter to represent Adman's age. Let's use A. Okay. So that's for number 17. Yes. Okay. So let's use A to represent Adman's age. If I go back to the question, what does the question say? Adman's, sorry, he is 5 years older than 4 times Adman's age. How would you represent that?
That would be 4x plus 5 equals 49.
Okay, 4x plus 5
Or
equals,
4a.
or 4a in this case, since we chose letter A. Okay, so 4a plus 5 equals 49. Okay, so how would you solve this?
Mm, we bring the 5 to the 49.
Okay, let's take the 5 over to make the 49. So that will leave us with 4a on the left hand side equals to 49 minus 5,
44.
right? Yeah, which is 44. Okay, 49 minus 5, which is 44. Okay, so that will give us the next equation, which will leave us with what? Uh,
11.
11 for A. Okay, so that's right. All right, yeah, okay. So this one was pretty straightforward. Uh, and they didn't ask us for the father's age. Oh, okay, that one they told us. They already told us from the beginning that the father's age is 49. Okay, so A equals 11. Asthma is 11 years old. Okay, let's go to the next question quickly. This ad is, um, I know it's because they're offering us something for free. So that's the only way to pay is for them to put the ad in our city. Okay, all right. So the next one is 18. The cost of a pencil is 25 cents more than the cost of an eraser. I think that's what they meant to say, not the eraser. If the cost of 8 pencils and 10 erasers is $12.80, they said find the cost of each. That means they want us to find the cost of each pencil and find the cost of each eraser. So how would you solve this question?
Hmm. Mm. So let us say P plus 25. And
P
then
plus, why did you say P 25?
comes pencil.
Okay, so now notice the question, how the question started. It says pencil, cost of pencil is 25 cents more than. So should it be P plus 25
25 plus B.
plus
P.
plus P? I think that hasn't really changed what we said though. So okay, let me clarify it. Put it in a different way, right? Let the price of pencil be P and the price of eraser be E. How would you write the first sentence in mathematical form?
Uh, the eraser will be E.
Uh-huh. Eraser is E. So pencil is 25 cents more than the cost of an eraser. So how would you write that?
That would be 25 plus E.
Thank you. It's better that way. 25 plus E is equal to what? P. That's the first thing you need to sort out. So once you sorted that out, it looks like we're going to be having a simultaneous equation. So let's just go at it like that. Okay. So P. Now let me show you something, because that first the mistake that you made that first time was to quickly go to add 25 to P. Meanwhile, the 25 is not supposed to have been added to P. So this is how you avoid that mistake. Look at the question very well. You will see that it said cost of a pencil is, and if you remember what I said about is in mathematics is represented by what? Equals to. So once you throw in equals to in front of P, it will give you room to then start adding um 25 to P. Instead, you will start thinking, okay, if the 25 is not going to be added to P because it is 25 more than something else. That means it is that something else that should be having the 25 added to it. I don't know if you got my explanation back then.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Okay, so this is my equation one. So what will be equation two from the question? What will be equation two?
Mm, the cost of 8 pencil
Mm-hmm.
and 9 eraser is 12 points. So,
Yeah. And 10 eraser.
yeah.
Hmm. So how should we form the second equation from there? Do you remember that one that we solved that from the last class that was simultaneous equation? It's very, very similar to this. 8 pencils, 10 erasers. 8 pencils, 10 erasers. In fact, let me even do something for that equation one. Because we already know that it's going to give us simultaneous equation. Well, we can leave it like this if we plan to use substitution method. Or we can do it like this. Move E and P to be on the same side. So it will become P minus E equals, and I think, yes, maybe because I deliberately want us to use the elimination method for this question so that we don't now lose touch totally with the elimination method. Okay, so yeah, go ahead for the second one. Okay, I was explaining something, or do you want to try again?
I don't really understand it.
Okay, all right. So, like I said, for that second sentence in the question, it says the cost of 8 pencils. Now, remember, if the cost of one pencil is P, will the cost of 8 pencils not be 8P?
Yes, sir.
Good. And the cost of 10 erasers will be what? 10E, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we have that information at the back of our, on our hand. We can quickly 10E. will be equal to what? Okay, sorry, this thing was saying my internet is not stable. Let me make sure my internet is stable. Okay. Okay. So 8p plus 10e is equal to what? According to the question. This one I'm just doing again. Okay.
12.87.
Yeah. Now you see you know what I'm going to do? Because the first sentence is in cent, I'll convert that second one to cent by multiplying by 100. So that's as good as just removing the decimal point. So that's 1,280. Okay. So are we good with that?
Yes, sir.
Mhm. So what are we going to do now if we are using the elimination method?
Um,
This is equation one, and
okay.
this is equation two. So we're using elimination method.
Um, do we multiply?
Yes, good. We're multiplying. Now the first thing is which one will you like to eliminate first?
The 10?
That's E.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Nice choice. I like that. That's the same choice I would have chosen. Okay. So what would I do to equation one to make that happen?
Multiply 10 by the equation.
By the whole equation. Good. Good. Excellent choice. So I'll say equation one times 10. So that will give me, so, no, okay, don't worry. Let me do, this is how me I usually do it. You used to do it those days. You have to explain all your steps somehow, just put it at the side, times 10, equation 1 times 10. Then you put a colon there. Then it will give you 10p, minus, of course, don't forget 10e, because everything, you're multiplying everything by 10, isn't it? And then equals to what?
Mm, yeah, I can't see this. Okay, sorry, let me zoom.
Okay.
I can see that's 350.
250, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. Equals 250 because we're multiplying everything by 10. So this will give us equation 3. So which is actually a derivative of equation 1. So what do we do next? At this point, there is only one answer to the question. Are we adding or subtracting? Are we adding or subtracting? That is for elimination method. Are we adding or subtracting?
Mm,
Just look at the sign. The sign in front of what you want to eliminate will tell you. One has plus, the other one has minus. That means the signs are not the same. So what do we
mm,
usually do whenever the signs are different?
minus.
Hmm. If we minus, look at what will
Plus.
happen. 10e minus 10e. What do you think that will give you?
Minus. That would be plus 20.
Hmm. That's not what you want, isn't it? You
Yeah.
don't want it to be increasing instead of it to vanish. So we have to do what? Add. Okay. So see the thing for that, you see, and this is why I said let's do elimination. So we don't lose touch of it. In elimination, anytime the signs are the same, subtract. Whether it is plus plus or minus minus, anytime they're the same, you subtract. But with um when the signs are different, what do? Add. And when you add, the thing will now do what? disappear. So look at what happens when we add in our own case. So let me put the addition sign here so that it doesn't confuse anything. And I'll draw my line on that. Okay, so let's start. 8p plus 10p is what? 18p, right?
Yes, sir.
That one will not eliminate because it was intentional. You don't want it to eliminate in the first place. So I can find it. Now, 10e plus minus 10e. The minus will overtake the plus, isn't it? It will be
Yes.
as good as 10e minus 10e, which is 0. So we go on to the next one. 1,280 plus 250. 1,000. So let me just add it here. 8 plus 5 is 13.
1,530.
Thank you. 1,530. Okay. So now we're looking for P. So we divide both sides by 18, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's see what happens to our P. Okay. So if you were technically looking for what to break down 1,530, I'm sure you can see it looks like 5 can play there, but let's use 6. Let's see if 6 can go. 6 in 15 is 2 times remainder 3, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry. So that's 2 times remainder 3. I put that 3 in front of the 3 there. That's 33. Oh, that's my 3 there. It's nothing there. Okay, I put the 3 in front of the 3 there. So that's 6 in 33. That's 5. Remainder 3. And then finally, um, 6 in 30 again is 5. Now no remainder. Of course, 6 in 18 is what? 3. So I'm left with 255 over 3. So I think 3 can go in itself one time. 3 in 25 is 8, right? Remainder 1. Put that 1 in front of 5. 3 in 15 will give me 1.
Mm, 3 more. 15, that's 5.
So the cost of one pencil is what? 85 cents. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Now we know the price of one pencil. Which equation should I put it into so that I can get the price of one eraser?
The second one.
Second one. That's a good idea. Substitute inside this because writing it will be a lot of then substitute for P in equation 1. Yeah, okay, let me just say equation I since I use Roman numeral. Okay, move it up. Substitute for P in equation I. Okay, so I'll just go and do exactly that. Equation 1. Um, ah, I think maybe I should have started this one equation. Should I call it equation 4? It's equation 4 that is much better. Let me call it equation 4. You know what? Let me not complicate things. Let's leave it in equation 1. So that means anywhere I see P, I'm going to put 85, right?
Yes.
So 85 minus E equals 25. So can you tell me how I'm going to go about this? What am I going to do?
Bring the 85 to the 2.
I should take the 85 to meet 25 or 25 to meet 85.
8, 85 to 25.
Okay, you say so. 85 to meet 25 will leave me with minus E on the left hand side, and that will be equal to 25 minus 85, which will give me what?
60.
Are you sure it's gonna give me 60?
Oh,
Hmm? Or minus
that's
60?
minus 60.
Uh-huh. Because it's a small number minus a big number. So it will give me minus 60. So minus E equals to what? Minus 60. If I divide both sides by minus 1, right, what will happen? What will be
Mm,
my final answer?
that'll be E equals to 60.
Exactly. Can you see that was the reason why I was asking you, what should I do next? You know, actually, right, I expected that maybe you would say move 25 over to where you have 85, then move minus E over to the other side to become plus E, that kind of thing. But anyway, would have still gotten the same answer. Fine. All right, so are we good with this? You understand this, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 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 Our naughty ad keeps popping up. All right, let's go to the next one. Divide 36 into two parts in such a way that 1/5 of one part is equal to what? 1/7 of the other. 1/5 of one part is equal to 1/7 of the other. Okay, so how would you do this number 19? What ideas do you have to solve this?
Mm, so that'd be 1/5x
Hmm.
equals 1/7.
1/7 y. You want us to do it like that? Since if one part is x, the other part is y.
Okay.
Can we do it like that? 1/5 of one part is equal to 1/7 of the other.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do that. Let's see what we come up with. It looks like another simultaneous equation. So that's for number one thing. Number 19. Divide 36 into two parts. Okay, so we start off by doing what? Actually dividing 36 into two parts. Now, somebody will hear that divide 36 into two parts and think that we're doing any division operation there. And it is so unfortunately not so. We divide it into two parts. We're just saying that we're breaking it down into two parts, that when we add those two parts back together, we will get 36. Okay. So let's go into the next one. It says 1/5 of one of the parts. Okay. 1/5 of x is 1/7 of y. Remember, is means equals to. Keep saying it so that even in your dreams, you'll be hearing me saying that is equal to. Okay, so 1/5. All right, I hope I captured that. Okay, they said it's equal to, so somehow they gave it away there. But even if they hadn't said equal to, it would have still implied that it's so. Okay, so all right, so what now? Do you know that this equation is already equation one? So let us do something about that second one, right? So what are we going to do about this second equation? Can we leave it like this? We can't leave it like this now. So what should we do about it?
Should we multiply?
Hmm? Multiply what?
I was thinking we should multiply 5 and 7 to remove
Hmm,
fractions.
good. So we take care of the fractions. Okay. So the LCM of 5 and 7, because both of them are odd numbers, can basically go with 35, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll go with what you said. So if I multiply both sides by 35 to take things, take care of business, then 35 is on my left hand side, taking care of this guy, and 35 is also on my right hand side, taking care of the 7. So that will leave me with what? 5 in here, 1, 5 in here, 7, and 7 in here, 1, 7 in here, 5. So that means 7x, right, is equal to what? 5y. Can you see that?
Yes.
Okay. So now we need to form an equation 2. Am I right?
Yes.
Let's form an equation. Okay. Now, do you know that? Okay. So for this one, okay. No, let's form an equation 2. Let's make it complete. So to form equation 2, we need to bring the x and y to the same side, isn't it?
Yes.
So 7x minus 5y will be equal to what?
36.
No, will be equal to 0.
Oh,
This is what I did. I just subtracted 5y from both sides now because we want
um,
two of them to be on the same side, isn't it?
yes.
You understand? Uh-huh. So it's 0. So this equation 2 and we have equation 1. So let's just put equation 1 directly on. You can write equation 1 as well. X plus y equals 36. Okay. So what do we do to solve this setup? What should we do?
Mm,
If we want to use elimination method, what should we do?
multiply by 5.
By 5. Okay. That means you want to eliminate y, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
You have your sight on y. You want to take y out. So if I multiply equation 1 by um, equation equation 1, yes, by 5, let me just write equation 2 back. I will now come for equation 1, the renewed equation 1. Okay, so that will leave me with 5x, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Plus 5y equals 36 times 5 is what? 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 3 is 15 plus 3, 18.
180.
80, yes. Okay, so what do we do next?
Mm,
This is equation
can,
2. We can, now, this is where we decide whether we add or subtract. So, you remember the rule?
yes,
The signs, are they the same or different?
different.
Thank you. So, whenever they're different, what did we say we do?
Yeah.
You add. Thank you. You add. So if we add, that will leave me with 7x plus 5x being 12x. Um, minus 5 plus 5 is something like minus 5 plus 5, which is what? 0. Equals to 0 plus 180 is 180. So what are we going to do to both sides to find x?
Mm. We're going to divide by 2.
By 2 or by 12?
Oh, I thought it was 2, sorry. By 12.
Okay. So, so did you zoom in? Or I hope it's not
I
this.
thought you wanted to put it in a box, sir.
Oh, okay. I thought you were not seeing it clearly. No, it's the same thing. So x will be equal to, okay, let's deal with this then. Let's use 6 and break it down. 6 in 12 is 2, right? 6 in 180 is 30. 2 in 30 is what? 15,
15.
isn't it? So we have that x is equal to 15. Now we have found x. Shall we find y? Which equation are you going to put x in to find y?
Mm, the first one.
That's equation 1. Okay, that's a good choice. Why? Because that one looks simpler, right?
Yes, sir.
Substitute for x in equation 1. Is equation 5. Roman numeral. Okay, so let's do just that. So anywhere I see x, I'm going to put 15. So I have that 15 plus y equals 36. Okay. So of course, y will be equal to 36 minus 15, right?
Yes.
Which is what?
Plus 21.
Okay. Which is 21. Y equals 21. Okay. All right. Okay. So I think this would be a good point for me to ask. Would you like us? Do you think you can do a 1 hour 30 minutes thing?
1 hour, 30 minutes, what?
I think we'll our class.
Mm, I'm not sure because I'm gonna be going out. So I need to get ready.
Okay. You may be going out by 12.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So would it be okay if we stop 15 minutes before 12 your time?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So 15 minutes will be okay for you to dress up, Abby?
Yeah, I'll just be fast.
Okay. Nice one, nice one, nice one. You know, you people are ladies, it usually takes time to dress up, but I'm sure you will be able to quickly get ready. Okay. All right. So let's see 20. Uh, the length of a rectangle exceeds its breadth by 3 cm. If the length and breadth are each increased by 2 cm, the area of the new rectangle will be 70 square cm. more than that of the given rectangle. It's like they use number 20 to, should I say, put the icing on the cake. And now ask us, find the length and the breadth of the given rectangle. So what would you do in this scenario? There was two different scenarios. I was thinking the question was just going to be straightforward, but well, it's straightforward in a way, but with some twists here and there. So the first thing we need to understand is what? The length of the rectangle exceeds its breadth by what?
By 3 centimeters.
By 3 centimeters. Now, how would you represent that information? Assuming that L is length and B is breadth, how would you represent that information?
B plus 3 centimeters.
Good, good. I like that. B plus 3 centimeters. Nice one. Nice one. I fully agree with you. Let me just quickly draw a line here because I don't think I have space down there to continue. I'll just do this. Okay. So B plus 3 centimeters equals my what? Um, length. Okay. Okay. I just want to have just make this. No, just give me a minute. One, two, three, six, seven, four, three. Alright. So I think this is the last of it. Um, okay, so let's go back to the top. Yes. Okay, so I've captured your first submission here. That what? L is equal to what? B plus 3.
Okay.
So let's now head for the real thing. This is what they call that thing? The meat of the sausage. This is the real deal. All right. So, sorry, let me take this out. Okay. Next, what are we gonna do next? They said if the length and breadth are each increased by 2 cm. How do you think we're going to represent the next information? Then the area of the new rectangle will be 70 square centimeter more than the given rectangle. How do you think we're going to represent that information? Do you want me to help you?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay. All right. So, Edmund said I should help. So let's come to this. So yeah, where? It says the area, if the length, you see how they start with that if, you have to be very careful. If the length and the breadth are each increased by 2 cm. So now imagine me increasing the length by 2 cm. That's going to be L plus 2, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Don't worry, I'll just leave that first equation. We'll come back to it apply. L plus 2, don't worry. Now I'm putting it in a bracket because they told me something about area. Okay,
Yes, sir.
and then B plus what? 2. They now said because area is length times breadth. So this L plus 2 and B plus 2 are the length and breadth of the new rectangle, so-called new quote. Now, the area of the new rectangle will be 70 square centimeters more than, see, when they tell you that will be, will be is another synonym for is. So you are free to put what equals to here. That's number one thing. Okay, will be. Uh, and this notice thing came and obstructed me there. Just when I need to move forward. Okay, will be 70 square centimeters more than. Whenever you see that more than, your guy addition comes to the rescue. So it's going to be 70 plus what? The area of the rectangle if you didn't increase it by 2, which is what? Length times what? Breadth. Can you see how I represented it?
Yes, sir.
That was quite a mouthful, should I say, way to simply say L plus 2, B plus 2 equals 70 plus LB. But yeah, I think that's the simplest way they would have said it without confusing us. Okay, so now this is clearly going to give us another simultaneous equation, but I am going to do my best to simplify it. Going to do my best to simplify it. Now, how will I simplify it? I'm going to express the whole equation. Let me just write my strategy for solving this. Express the equation in terms of B. Okay. So I'm going to express everything in terms of B. So see how that is going to play out. That means anywhere I see L, I'm going to put what? B plus 3. Anywhere I see it, just follow me and you will see that you will not have a problem. So starting with the first place I saw L, so that's B plus 3 plus 2, close the bracket. Of course, anywhere I see B, I'll just leave it there as it is. B plus 2. If at any point you miss it or you didn't understand the step, just draw my attention to that point. Okay, so far you're understanding it, Abby?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right. So of course on the right hand side I have 70 plus what? LB. Now take note. And that my zero decides to look like something I don't know. Okay, so that's going to be, instead of L again, I'm putting what? B plus 3. But now I have to put it in a bracket because there's a multiplication happening there. Okay, there's multiplication. Okay, so like I said, there's multiplication happening there. So I must behave myself when writing. So, okay, so don't forget to put your B there. Okay, so far, so good. We're on the same page, Abby.
Yes, sir.
So from that first one, you can clearly see that you're having what? B plus 5. Uh, what else? Times B plus 2. So, hey, I'm even seeing that it looks like a quadratic equation is going to come out from this. But there's no problem. I'm sure it's something that we can solve. B plus 5 times B plus 2 equals 70 plus B squared. Okay. Now, I'm sure you can see why it is B squared. Because this B outside will multiply the 1 inside, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. So that's going to be b squared plus what? 3b. See that? I'm even seeing something here. Don't worry. You will see what I'm saying. So let's take care of the brackets on the left hand side. We have done the one on the right hand side. Let's take care of the one on the left. It looks to me like the quadratic equation will not even show. So b times b. You remember how we do this now? You do like this and then do like this. That's number one. Then number two, you do like this and then you do like this. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So b times b will give us what? B squared, right?
Yes, sir.
So I have my b squared waiting for me and looking like it's going to disappear itself. Then b times 2 is what? 2b. That's
Mm.
step 2. Okay. Um, the next thing I have there is 5 times b, which is what? 5b. And then 5 times 2, which is what? 10.
Okay.
So can you see how the left hand side is looking? I can collect those like terms there. 2b plus 5b is what? 7b, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
That's 7b. So, of course, plus my trusted 10. Let's look at what the right hand side doesn't change much. That's why I did not write anything there. It's still the same thing. So let's just write it now that we're about to make progress. And for me to write it, look at what I'm going to do. I'll rearrange it, put that 7 to last. Okay. So b squared plus 3b is b. Mhm. Okay. B squared plus 3b equals what? Sorry. Okay,
Plus
equals
70.
plus 70. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So what do we do next? Can you tell
Mm.
me?
B squared cancel B squared.
Thank you very much. The B squared has taken itself out. So now let's think about this our strategy well. So let's move the B squared from the right to the left, isn't it? B
Yes, sir.
squared minus B squared is 0. So let's just move things like that. So the 3B, we'll move it to meet 7B, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So I'll just have 7B minus 3B. 7B minus 3B equals what? Um, the 10 will now go and meet 70, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 70 minus 10. Okay, so 70 minus 10 is 60, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's just write it again. 7b minus 3b is 4b.
Okay.
So our b will be what? Divide both sides by 4, which will give me
15.
0.6. I think that's 15. Yes, right, you're right. That's 15. Yeah. Okay. So b is 15. And that means L will now naturally emerge. B is equal to 15. Therefore, L from equation, I didn't really label the equations, but well, we know equation 1, okay, L will be equal to 15 plus 3, 15 plus 3, which is what? 18.
15.
Okay, so you know what? I think um this is the last one, and they said it's PM. Wait, let me confirm now. Is it PM? use this as well. Okay. Yes, it's PM. So let's just put the unit there. Uh, okay. So I think because this is the last question for this set of exercises, maybe we should stop here for today. Then we'll take on a different set of questions in our next class.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So I'll give you more time to prepare for your outing.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So do you have any questions?
I just want to let you know that currently we are doing oxidation and reduction in chemistry. So maybe
Oh,
I'll send them to you.
okay, okay, perfect.
Mhm.
Oxidation and reduction. Nice. That's a good one. And it's a good one because well, it's not just one angle they'll be looking at it from. We'll be looking at it from different angles. Addition of hydrogen,
Yes.
um, and all that. Addition of electrons, loss of electrons, gain of electrons, and stuff like that. Okay, okay, that's nice. So maybe, yeah, we'll dedicate one class to that or two classes as time enables us to do.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
that's all right now. So when are you sending it? Are you going to send it today or
Yeah, I will do it later today.
later today? Okay, maybe when you're back.
Yes, sir.
All right. So enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, sir.